Hey guys, Jack Dugas here with Rogers Security, a security integrator in the Burlington, GTA, Southern Ontario area. We're here at one of our enterprise locations to kind of run you through a little bit of our card access, cameras, and fire monitoring installations. Just giving you a little bit more of insight into our broad spectrum of services that we do. Let's go through it. So we're in the middle of phase 2 of the project here. Phase 1 was upgrading the original card access system that they had prior, that they got installed maybe about a decade, 15 years ago, something like that. So we upgraded that to ICT, phase 1. Phase 2 now, we're here in the parking garage and we're covering all of the exterior doors that they have in the area here, all with new ICT equipment. You can see here that we have some existing conduit that we were able to utilize. But then all of this stuff over here that we added, that's all brand new. That's gonna hold all of the reader cables, the strike cables, and all of that stuff. So if we head on over this way, you'll see we've got two doors side by side. They're currently in the middle of working on this one. That's why you see the box is exposed and the cable is hanging here. But on this side here, we have basically a complete installation without the power running to it, but we've got a recessed door strike on the inside. And then we've got a wall-mounted box here for the reader on the outside. This is essentially going to be replicated about 12, 13 times throughout this entire parking structure. We've got 2 levels here and probably about 5 or 6 doors on each level. Phase 3, what we're hoping for in the future, once they rack up enough currency, they're going to start putting fob access systems on all of the residential rooms. We'll definitely bring you by once we get in on doing that to show you what kind of features we have for that. So not just down here in the garage, but all over this facility. You can see above me, we got cameras everywhere. So essentially what this is doing is this allowing the controllers in the offices upstairs to keep an eye on everything that's happening. So you got slips and falls, you got accidents, you got vandalism, things like that, able to be controlled, viewed, and seen from the 2 large monitors that we have in the offices upstairs. One thing that I will mention is originally this was on, I believe, a 16-channel NVR, which we updated about 4 or 5 years ago to a full custom-built server. The reason for this was because now they have about 20 plus cameras on there and they keep expanding year over year. So we wanted to make sure that whatever we installed today was future-proof for whatever the plans they have coming up in the tomorrow, right? So for example, this one here, this is a 4 megapixel fisheye lens we installed 4 or 5 years ago. We would still install the same camera today, right? So even though we've installed it in the past, we're using the front end of the technology available today that even 5 to 10 years later, the stuff is still viable and still makes sense to have as part of your system. We're in the server room right now, but this was the original system from what we took over before. When we did do the takeover, we added a few doors, but as you can see, this cabinet's completely full. They've now outgrown that, and you'll see on the wall in the back there that we have a brand new cabinet that's going in to hold all of those parking garage doors that I mentioned before. Probably even we'll have to add another cabinet once they decide to do all of the suites. But as you can see, competent wiring, everything's nice and clean when we're set up here. And on the top of that, there's a nice faceplate that goes on over here. So when the client sees it, they're literally just seeing these faces with the lights and all of that indicators. So what you'll see here, we have all of this wiring exposed. Once we're done here, we will close it up with a nice faceplate so that the customer doesn't have to take care of all of this background work. And it also helps from the cables getting frayed or damaged during use or someone else shuffling around in the background here. So to touch base on in this confined space back here, this is our fire monitoring system, right? So they have their fire panel, which is attached to all of the sprinklers and their smoke detectors that are inherently in the building. What this does is this basically acts as the phone call that they no longer have to make, right? So if their main panel goes into alarm, that alarm gets sent through our wiring into this panel here, which then goes directly out to their monitoring station, dispatches the fire department. lets any appropriate personnel in this building know that there has been a fire alarm. And they can also disarm, arm, show them troubles, all of that kind of stuff from here without needing to physically see the main panel itself. All right guys, that about wraps me up here. My guys are still inside slaving away. What did we cover today? We got enterprise camera system. We got enterprise level card access. We got fire monitoring. One thing we didn't touch base on today, intrusion, both wired and hardwired. We do networking, right? These are just a couple of the things that we do. Give us a call, give us your questions. I'm sure we can come up with a custom solution that you guys will be happy with. If you want more information on this installation, once phase 3 comes underway, we'll be sure to put out a video for that. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and we'll be back at you with some more content. Thanks.
Did you enjoy this video? If you have interesting case study about your product or service or story about your company that you want to share with the security industry and you want to publish it on our YouTube channel, then listen up. My name is Oleg Bordyan and I'm the founder of Pipl Systems and Pipl List companies. Pipl Systems is a media platform for the physical security industry built on principle of free to publish and free to watch. And what does it mean? It means that any professional in the security industry can send us the video or article, and if the material provides real value to integrators, installers, manufacturers, distributors, or even end users of security systems, we will publish it for free on our YouTube channel and website. And if you don't have content yet, or you are not sure how to create it, we will help you too. Our marketing agency Pipl List produces professional content end-to-end. We can travel anywhere in the world to film a case study, product review, company presentation, interview, anything that clearly and technically showcases your expertise in the security market. You can use this content in your own marketing, and it will also be featured on Pipl Systems. If you want the industry to hear your story, Pipl Systems and Pipl Leads are here to make it happen.